Welcome to the highlights of the first one-day international in the Colonial Medical Insurance ODI series between the Windies and England. Kensington Oval, the venue, on a pitch that was shaved and bereft of any grass. It looked a very good batting surface for the opening game of this series. The Windies ranked number 9 against the number 1 ranked team in ODIs. Jason Holder won the toss and elected to bat first. Confirmation of the teams. Chris Gayle was back in West Indies colours, and there was a debut as well for Nicholas Pooran and John Campbell for England. Jason Roy, Johnny Bairstow at the top. Owen Morgan would be leading this outfit with the seamers in Wokes, Plunkett and Wood. We'll go straight to the top of the action where Darren Ganga was with Nick Knight.
Alongside John Campbell. Impressed most of us during the Test match series. Didn't get the big score in that series, but looked very much at home in Test match cricket. Evan Lewis missing out in this one-day series. He picked up an injury, so replaced by Campbell. Terrific numbers for Chris Gayle over a long period of time. We're familiar now how he warms up and how he prepares for an innings. Should be a good challenge for him. He's going to be up against Chris Woakes, who's been England's best one-day bowler for a little while now, very consistent. And Mark Wood. So John Campbell, who's seen Mark Wood in the last Test match.
Ball is right arm over, Chris.
Standard field, 2 slips in place. So Morgan in charge of this England side. Joe Root, the England Test match captain, will be carded to come in 3. And that's what you get from Chris Woakes. He'll be targeting the top of that off stump. So this will be a little test for Chris Gayle. Boundary though to finish. It was a super shot. He just leant on it, didn't try and hit it too hard, and eased it through mid-off. Gets lucky, gets very lucky. Not a slow ball this time, actually beaten for pace. So good mix-up delivery from Chris Woakes. In the matter of second slip was in place, it would have gone away very quickly for 4. Just a little wild and a little wide this time from Woakes. Well, they need to be a little straighter. Another boundaries. Looked in good form, looked in good touch during the Test match. He's continuing that form on in the start of the one-day series. First signs of aggression. John Campbell has been the aggressor throughout this partnership. And Woakes is just a little too full and a little on the pads, and Campbell won't miss out.
This is how he plays. He's so unassuming.
Another off-cutter, pulled into the leg side and gone! It's a good catch. Moeen Ali out there at deep square leg.
Yes, he was a little bit squarer before Moeen Ali came just in front of square. And Campbell struck this well, but just not well enough. Good catch from Moeen Ali. Judged it well. Woakes gets a wicket. And the first one to fall for the West Indies is John Campbell. Gone for 30. It's 38 for 1.
In at 3, Shea Hope takes up wicket-keeping duties too. Best of 146, well played. Mark Wood's down again. A lovely shot. Beautiful timing, straight down the ground 4. He's in good nick, is Shea Hope. He's timed that too, just a flick of the bottom hand, 1 bounce goes 4.
Yes, it's all about timing with him.
All high in the air, who wants this? Oh, it's dropped him! Oh, what a drop. What a drop.
Jason Roy, the fielder. Chris Gayle finally deciding it was time to have a go. Chooses the wrong one, just slices it up into the air. It was in the air for a long time. Got to it, into the hands, and out again. So Gayle gets a life.
Length ball sliced away. A bit of damage here for Plunkett. Ball goes for 4. And down the pitch. And slapped. Should have been stopped, but it's gone for 4. It's finished on the beach.
Gayle finally getting into his stride. Most sixes in international cricket across all formats now, going past Shahid Afridi of Pakistan. And believe it or not, his first boundary of the day.
It's been a long time coming. Not out of the middle of the bat either, but that's the power of Chris Gayle.
Beautiful. Beautiful from Shai Hope. A clang onto the roof of our media centre. That is some hit.
That is a huge hit. That is just above us, that is. We must be at least 5 or 6 stories up. This has gone a long way. Look at the follow through, the flourish.
Nice again from Shai Hope, just making enough room. 10 off 2 balls of this Moeen Ali over. In the female game. That's teed off and that's gone. Starting to get into his stride. How easy was that? The universe boss.
Watch his reaction as it hits the middle of the bat. He doesn't even look really where it went. He just hit it, turned around, started to mark his guard.
Gets it through. Just to the right of the fielder there at deep mid-wicket. Another boundary for Chris Gayle. And he will get his 8th half-century in ODI cricket. What a fine innings from Shai Hope. His fastest half-century in his career in ODI cricket as well. His teammates, they appreciate it, and so too. He's doing this in front of his home crowd here at Kensington Oval. There she goes. Similar style, similar bowler. Chris Gayle. There's no stopping this man when he hits it.
That's in the jerk chicken shed. And it's not in this ground. We're going to have a break here, easy. It's a long way. We'll see you later.
There it is. Half-century number 50 for Christopher Henry Gayle. The universe boss. He said expect big things from him in this series.
Well, he looks very phlegmatic.
Teeing off. Goes high, goes hard, and goes for 6.
Oh, they're doing well in the chicken shack. That's over towards the port again. Length ball from Plunkett. Slower ball off cutter. It's right in the slot.
This one, higher, further, typical of Chris Gayle.
It's a length ball again. They're doing a roaring trade in the chicken shack. Jerk chicken, royalties, it's an off-cutter, it's right in the slot.
Well, not under a great deal of control, but he finds the middle of the bat. It was sort of almost a duck hook in the end. Bit of extra pace from Mark Wood, but pace on this surface the batsmen are enjoying. Beautiful shot. Enough elevation. Mid-off is up, so if it was a foolish ball from Stokes, as a batsman you're looking to give it the heave-ho, and he did exactly that. Should be, yes, good catch, very good catch. There's a lot of wind out there, and Ben Stokes, as Jeff was saying, has bowled really, really well. This one was dug into the surface, it didn't come out very quickly, and a top edge, and nicely taken by Rashid. They desperately needed that, England.
Yes, he looked all set for a really big one, Shai Hope, and just a top edge, trying to work that into the onside. Settled under it nicely, Adil Rashid. Takes the catch. Stokes picks up a wicket. Has a knack for that. And well played. 64 from Shai Hope. Comes to an end. West Indies 169 for 2.
Shimron Hetmyer, the future stars possibly of West Indies cricket. Certainly that's the view of Chris Gale when we spoke to him this morning. Picked out this man as someone who he feels can really make an impact. What a shot. Again, just giving himself a little bit of room. Front leg moving towards the leg side. And a boundary then to finish the over. Well, he gets it completely wrong. It's going to be a no ball for height.
What you going to do now, Guffey?
Surrender. Get the white flag out. It's a free hit to Chris
But you
Gale.
wouldn't have bowled that, would you? You'd have been outside off stump. Oh, it's another big one. It's not going to be... yes, it is. It is going to be out of the ground again. I think that's the 4th of the game so far. Free hit, easily dispatched this time by Chris Gale. 81 he moves on to. New balls.
Can I just ask, we've just been talking to Chris Gale about when you bowl to Chris Gale, you cannot bowl at the stumps and length, because that's where exactly at this stage of the innings he wants you to bowl it. It's just disappointing. It was a free hit, but that he just give him an absolute bonus ball there. That's right in Chris Gale's heart.
So is that just pressure? That's exactly what he does. He bowls at the stumps, and another dispatch, this time not out of the ground, but Hetmyer is very quickly into his work. He's on 10 from just 3 deliveries, a couple of boundaries.
He really got hold of this, didn't he?
Well, treated with disdain. Middle of the bat again from Chris Gale. He just stepped down a couple of times and spotted it over mid-wicket.
Well, I think he's trying to get him to hit with the angle into the wind, because if he mistimes it, then there's an opportunity there. He's a big, strong man.
No, it's gone up a long way. That will take some catching. Not quite. It goes all the way for 6. There were 3 men going back. Josh Butler, one of them. Jason Roy, the other.
Well, he really went after this, Chris Gale. It went way up in the air.
Classy batting, very classy indeed. He knew the length, he knew the line, and he just stepped across and whipped it away. He's a very talented lad, Shimron Hetmyer. Another 4. Moeen Ali this time couldn't stop it. It was pretty well timed. Chris Gale on 99. reminded of real quality then from Chris Gayle. He just saunters through for an easy single. A real struggle for him at the start of his innings. But he's been in full flow for the second part, the last 50, and you can see what it means to him now. He's back in the side, and he's back in his best form.
Well appreciated by Sir Gary and Wes Hall, his teammates. Started off slowly and finally just increased the momentum.
Good catch, good low catch in the end. He was always just dipping on Jason Roy. He wasn't sure whether to come forward or back, but they needed that, England. Hetmyer has played a gem of an innings, 20 from 15. And Chris Woakes picks up his second.
That's just overly aggressive. Shimron Hetmyer timed this quite well, went flat. And nicely taken. So he goes for 20. And West Indies now 229 for 3.
Nicholas Pooran from Trinidad joins Chris Gayle.
I don't think he's got anywhere near enough of that. Oh, good catch. Jason Roy's had a tough time out in the field. The ball was swirling, went a long way up. Yeah, he takes it very well in the end.
This is why I don't agree with Owen Morgan's decision to introduce Adil Rashid. The 34th over, he should have been introduced a lot earlier because he's a genuine wicket taker. Immediately into his second over, presents an opportunity, and this time Jason Roy makes no mistake. Nicholas Pooran on debut will be disappointed. Had an opportunity to make an impact with the bat, but he's gone without scoring. It's 230 for 4. Darren Bravo comes to the crease to replace Nicholas Pooran.
Well, who said you have to have a look at a ball? Those days are well and truly gone. That is gone a long way high into the wind. It didn't matter. That's how you get off the marking style.
Wasn't in the best of form in the recent Test series, but he's a class player, Darren Bravo. Maybe the confidence of a Chris Gayle on the other end.
Oh, that sounded good. Real flick of the wrist through the ball as well.
Brings up the 250 for the West Indies. Bravo is such a wonderful player of spin bowling. Unfortunate image there. Spectator being struck with the ball. Not a good sight at all. Not a good shot.
Well, that's in the slot again. He doesn't move after hitting that.
Same response towards Moeen Ali. He picked his spot. Was full, was flighted. Didn't look to go leg side. Went straight over long off.
Oh, that's big. He really launched into that as well. This time he goes on to the leg side.
He's taking a hit from Chris Gayle. And at this stage of his innings, he's seeing it well.
Oh, that's hit hard again. You can just hear the sound of it on the middle of the bat. Well, be careful in the crowd. It's going pretty flat and pretty long as well.
Six hitting becoming contagious for the West Indies. Chris Gayle leading the pack. And his lesser partner, Darren Bravo, following suit as well.
Oh, and again, stands and admires that. This is brutal batting. Another massive hit.
9 overs remaining in the innings. If they continue in this vein, well, 350 plus, definitely.
That is taken this time, and it's almost as if it hit a wall halfway down to Woakes into the wind, and the wind just stopped a lot of the velocity as it was heading to the boundary.
Terrific bowling again from Rashid. Sure, it's a leg spinner. Bravo this time looking against the breeze, and it holds and it hangs. He steadies himself, Chris Woakes. A safe pair of hands. But the big fella's still there. Second wicket for Rashid. Good innings, good hand there from Darren Bravo. 40 from 30, 294 for 5. Jason Holder with a double 100 in the recent Test match series. A best of 99 in one-day internationals.
Well, he's cleared that one quite easily. 302, 300 is at 302 for 5.
19-6 of the innings. Oh, he's hit this onto the beach. It's a googly again, but it's too short. Got the time just to move back into his crease and extend his arms. Forget the breeze. That's into the sand.
That's beautifully played. Readjusted his stroke quite nicely based on the length and the line, and it was dexterity from Holder. That's where he likes it. That's a very strong area for Jason Holder. Inside out. Stokes has got his man. Jason Roy will be a man who will be fairly aggrieved, having dropped Gale on 9. He stood there and seen him pummel 135.
Well, it's a wonderful innings, it really is. 39 years of age, real destruction. He started with 12 singles. My, has he put on a show. That little bit of luck that you get, but he's played a magnificent hand here. The ground stands to the big fella. Huge man in every sense. 135 in 129, 317 for 6.
Another one for Rashid. 3 wickets to him, and he's not finished yet. Why did he take so long to come into the attack?
Well, the batsmen are looking for a review or a replay, and we're going to have a look now. The umpire's actually given him out. He missed the stumps first up and then got back. But Jason Holder, he wanted to have a look at it through the third umpire. He's still looking back, but he was given out.
A real muscle player, Ashley Nurse.
Just have a good look at it and hit it for 6. That's caught in the crowd. Just watch this lad catch this.
Enough on it. Yes, enough on it. Pretty good, Ashley Nurse, at playing these little cameos.
Well, he sure is. These are big blows. 15 from this over so far. And it's a high-flighted, loopy leg spinner. Come on, put me out of my misery. Who is it?
Sana Jasuria. Keeper calls for it and takes it. Wonderful change of pace. And it's the end of Brathwaite.
There's Ben Stokes again, picks up his 3rd wicket. Loses control of it completely, big Carlos Brathwaite. Butler calls it, get everybody out of the way. Pouches it. So Brathwaite just with 343 for 8.
Magnificent shot from Vishu. Equals the world record for the most sixes in an innings. 22 hits so far.
What a brilliant shot this is. It's outrageous. I've said it so many times, that's on the breeze.
And a resounding way to end the innings from Ashley Nurse. 23 sixes in the innings, to the joy and delight of most here at Kensington Oval. Chris Gayle will hold the spotlight with his marvellous 100.
Well, what an end. Nurse crashing this to the Hall and Griffiths stand. And it hits the stand and it's still rising. 21 fours, 23 sixes. 360 for 8 at 7.2 runs and over. England have got to go some here. Nurse 25 from 8 deliveries.
A steady opening partnership between Campbell and Gayle saw Campbell going for 30. 64 to Shai Hope looked in very, very good touch, scoring at a runner ball, but it was Chris Gayle who shone brightest here at Kensington Oval. 135 at better than a runner ball, his 24th one-day international 100. A lot of work to be done by England's bowlers. 2 for 59 for Chris Woakes, not too bad off 10 overs for him. Ben Stokes was also excellent, 3 for 37. Adil Rashid a little bit expensive, but he came into the attack in over number 34. Should have been done earlier. He finished with 3 for 74. So 360 for 8 for the Windies, and it means that 361 needed by England. They'll have to go at over 7 runs per over on average if they're to get there. We'll take a short break, and when we come back we'll have all the highlights and the action from England's run chase. Jason Roy opening up with Johnny Bairstow.
I reckon this is one of those matchups. Matchup of spin versus Jason Roy.
It's a huge opportunity for Bishop to be a wicket taker.
Generally, Johnny Bairstow has tucked into the spin more or sooner than what Jason Roy has.
First boundary of England's innings to Johnny Bairstow. It's a great sound off the bat. First 6 of the innings to Jason Roy.
It's the sound as that hits the middle of the bat. Just they're not bothered at all about the field, they just hit it. And just 2 straight that time. Clipped away, pace on the ball, you don't have to put much back on it.
Gets it through. And another boundary. 4 4s and 1 6 now in England's innings. Another one. It's been raining boundaries here. Club that. 148 kilometers per hour, but it sped past the bowler at the same pace. I feel sorry for some bowlers today. 50 comes up for England, and we're only into the 6th over. Too quick for Ashley Nurse at deep square leg.
Well, that's the problem. 2 straight that time, just helped it along. Seen a lot of power, now we've seen a bit of touch.
Another 4. And even with those 2 men protecting in front of square the leg side, Jason Holder's erring.
Good example of it. He's so strong. Jason Roy through that leg side. Was in great touch. Of course, he scored 100 in the warm-up game just a couple of days ago. With what is a very settled side. There's further evidence that they're just using the pace. Just using the pace that's on offer on this very good surface. Very difficult for bowlers to control batsmen when they're in this sort of mood. Super shot. Bashed through the offside. Another half century in one-day international cricket off just 30 deliveries. He came into the game in good form. He's continuing that good form. Gone. Little edge through to the keeper, and it was the change of length that worked.
Well, they've been under the pump, the West Indies. They needed a wicket. And Jason Holder delivers. Short. They're still trying to pull it away. Thick edge. Easy catch to Hope. Nothing wrong at the bowler's end. And here still goes for 34 in just 33 balls. It's 91 for 1.
Joe Root then, fresh from a Test match 100. Fresh from 100 in the warm-up game as well. So the 2 hundreds in that warm-up game at the crease right now. Jason Roy and Joe Root. Helped on its way. Flash hard, and no one a third man. Third man is up in the ring, so we'll get full value. 67 from 43 for Roy. England 113 for 1.
He's tried to ball it quicker there and dragged it down. Beats the fielder.
Not a good delivery at all from Bishu.
High in the air, who wants it? Wicketkeeper comes back. No, he doesn't get there. Oshane Thomas was coming around. Very fortunate. The wicketkeeper's not getting there.
Well, if you're feeling at Kensington Oval, you've got to prepare yourself to understand the wind. And this ball would have been going away from Oshane Thomas all the time because of the northeasterlies that blows across this ground.
He should reach the boundary. Just got to be careful, Jason Roy. He's gone on to 80. Powerful shot. There's nobody there. One bounce flat. Oh, goes over the top, full length ball. Nobody moves. One bounce again. Into the 90s.
In full control of this innings, Jason Roy.
With their lineup, they need to get into this batting lineup. 100 for Jason Roy. Second fastest for England versus West Indies after Moeen Ali's 53-ball 100 at Bristol a couple of years ago. And what an innings it has been.
Wonderful moment, wonderful innings as well. Naturally a very aggressive player, and he's been really smart today as well. His shot selection.
Should be a boundary for Joe Root. The first for him. He's been at the crease now for 30 deliveries. It's a lovely shot all the way for 6. Kept the shape quite beautifully. 176 for 1. Should be a chance, should be a chance. Nicholas Pooran. Oh, he drops it, he floors it. That should have been gobbled up.
Yeah, there are a lot of England fans in the ground, and there's one or two West Indians who cannot quite believe that that was put down. It was in the air for a long, long time. He had a little bit of work to do, but it looked like he got there. Yeah, he thought then he's gone. Simple enough right there.
Nice touch, and once Chris Gayle is after it, you can almost guarantee it'll be 4. In the gap, and 4. Boundaries continue to flow. 23 4s now in addition to 3 6s. This time he's gone. Darren Bravo holds on to what in the end was a straightforward chance. And the wicket, the breakthrough has come.
Well, he walks off disappointed, but that is a terrific innings. It really is. Team chasing 361 to win. The way he set out the start of his innings, we're disappointed with that. It just flew off the edge of the bat. It's a good catch coming forward, but the game has been set up by Jason Roy. So he departs for 123 from 85.
England's captain Eoin Morgan comes to the crease. A couple of good series that preceded this in this format in Sri Lanka. He was brilliant, solid against India prior to that, so his form has been good.
That's gone all the way. Shane Thomas has been found once more.
Is there a bat on that? Yeah, 50 for Joe Root. He's just ticked along on the undercard. 51 from 55 balls.
It's carried on from that 100 he got in the 3rd Test match. It's just come in, knocked it around. He's only hit 3 boundaries.
Well, it's just not a bowler's game today. Beats him for pace, goes straight over the keeper. That is 5,000 runs for Joe Root in ODI cricket for England. Oh, that's just so good, the way that he's had all the time and picked his spot. Again, chance. Ashley Nurse again, tougher chance this time.
Pulled away and finds the boundary just for a moment. And at deep square might have felt he had a chance, but it's England's day with the bat so far.
Went all the way. Was short. Look how he opens up. Just to find the angle to hit it behind square.
Goes away very quickly. Third man was a little wide and a little, well, up, perhaps 10 yards too close, really. Had no chance of cutting that off. What a shot. Just getting enough elevation to beat extra cover. That is not an easy shot to play by any means. He made it look very straightforward.
He's one of the best players in world cricket, Joe Root.
Powered down the ground this time. Just accelerating nicely now. That required rate is around about 6.5 runs per over. Signature shot from Eoin Morgan. Again, the fielding hasn't been top quality. This time the power.
Well, he's a very consistent player with the bat, Eoin Morgan, captain of this England team. He's sparked a revolution with this side. The manner in which they play, fearless.
And again, two men, one there and one on the boundary, but no chance. He's so precise with the shot. .50 for the captain. It took a little while to get in, but it's 50 off 37 deliveries.
Fine innings by the England captain. And his teammates, they appreciate the effort. And they're well on their way to chasing this target score of 360. 4 boundaries, 2 sixes, striking at over 135 at the moment. Employs, but not with strokes like this one.
Yeah, it's with the wind, but cleanly struck.
Slapped straight to mid-off. And Jason Holder makes no mistake.
Been a tough day in the field for Oshane Thomas. He's been everywhere. The ball has followed him. Hasn't been able to be as consistent as he would like. And the Windies generally have found wicket taking very, very hard to come by. A rare opportunity held on by the Windies captain. A special batting day. Morgan goes for 65. 3-2-1 for 3.
Oh, what a lovely shot through extra cover, and nobody in the field has moved. The fitness man will have to throw that back, I think. He's in good nick. England's Test match captain. That's a sublime innings. His 14th one-day international 100. It's been really good to watch, as it always is from Root. Oh, gone. They're going to look to see if this is a high no ball.
Yeah, that's fine. Let's roll it through. Rolling through, rolling through. Freeze, keep it on, keep it on. Freeze it there. Yeah, no, give me another angle, please. Please, Rick. I don't have sufficient evidence to decree that a no ball. Yeah, thanks, Rick. I don't have sufficient evidence to overturn a no call on the field. It's a fair delivery.
Given us a fair delivery. It's real marginal, but good work from Bruce Oxenford. Didn't have enough evidence to call it one way or t'other. But the damage has been done. A wonderful innings by Joe Root. First blood to England in this 5-match series. There's been some wonderful batting, some wonderful hitting, stroke play. It's not been great for the bowlers, but the crowd have been royally entertained here. England with a big chase. Wind is batting first, 360 for 8, and England have chased it down in 48.4 overs.
Well deserved. England's highest successful run chase in ODIs. High successful chase versus the West Indies, because Chris Gayle played a gem of an innings. And the third highest successful chase in all ODIs. Confirmation of a dynamic batting lineup, if confirmation was ever needed. England got home relatively easily in the end, 364 for 4. Jason Roy played a blistering knock, 123 from just 85 deliveries, and Joe Root gave him good support with 102 from 97 deliveries. Morgan also played well, 65 from 51, and the batting just proving once again for England that they are the most powerful team at the moment. Story of the Windies bowling, not enough penetration. They were untidy in the field, a number of catches and chances going down. 2 wickets for Jason Holder. He was pretty good given the conditions. A wicket apiece for Bishu and Thomas. The Player of the Match award went to Jason Roy for setting the tone for England's outstanding chase, their highest successful run chase ever in ODIs. So we're talking about records, the third highest successful run chase ever in ODIs, and that goes to England, winning by 6 wickets in this opening one-day international. Hope you've enjoyed all the action, and there was plenty of that, so that means that you'll tune in next time. So from Kensington Oval, bye for now.